This video is an encouragement to the man who keeps saying, someday I'll be happy. Someday I'll be whatever it is. When I get that car, when I get that house, when I get that promotion, when I get that wife, when I get that award, when I lose that weight, someday, eventually, I'll be happy. I got to tell you, someday never comes because this is the insidious part of our thinking. Our brain is extremely powerful, and what it does is when we tell it someday and eventually, what we're doing is we're pushing out into the distance the thing that we want. We're saying it's off over the horizon, beyond the sunset. We're saying that eventually I'll get there. But it never comes because our mind just keeps pushing it out every time that we try to get there. It's like one of those horror movies where they're running down the hallway and the hallway just keeps getting longer and longer. We can never get there. We can never get there because that's what our brain is doing. It's always saying someday, eventually. And what we're doing is we're also looking for reasons to support whatever it is that we believe. So if we say someday, eventually, our brain is going to say, okay, well, here's all the reasons why. Here's all the things that we found, right? This is what we fixated and focused on. This is what we filtered out in order to support whatever it is that you believe. So if you only believe that someday, eventually, you can be happy, then guess what? You're going to wait and wait and wait and wait. Do you really want to do that? I don't think so. I'd rather live in the now. Eckhart Tolle tells us in The Power of Now, in his book, The Power of Now, he says there is no future. There is no past. That the future is an imagined thing. It's something that we come up with in our head. And generally, it's something that it's fearful because we're always trying to look for threats. We're always trying to cut off any sort of problems that we might have. And so we're going to imagine a fearful future. And when we think about the past doesn't exist. It's a memory. It's a stored memory of a previous now moment that is incomplete and fuzzy and generally is associated with sadness. So sadness of loss, something that was that isn't now. This can be, spending time with a 7-year-old child that's no longer 7. Now they're grown and you're just sad that you missed that 7-year-old version of them, right? Because it's a stored memory of a previous now moment. He says in that book that we only ever live now. Our life is only ever happening now, and that now is a continuously unfolding of now. That we have this moment and this moment and this moment, right? You get the point? Which means that in any given moment, we have the ability to make a new choice for ourselves. That we can make a new choice in this moment, and this moment, and this moment. So if something happens that we don't like, that we don't want, that isn't in alignment with who we want to be or where we're going, we get to make a new choice. Now, how does that play into someday, eventually? Well, it means that we're always in a constant state of becoming, that our life is happening now. So instead of saying eventually someday, what we should say is, I am. I'm in the process of. I'm actually on my way right now, that it's happening now. So if I want to lose weight, I'm not going to focus on what I don't want. I'm actually going to focus on what I do want and say, I want to be healthy. So I am making choices in order to support that. And we can say that I am working on that. We can put it in the present active tense, and we can do that now. This isn't just some sort of like wordsmith. We're not trying to gaslight ourselves or blow smoke up our own ass. But what we are trying to do is recognize that if we push our joy, our happiness, our contentedness, our fulfillment out into the future, then what happens is that we operate from a place of lack, a place of deficiency, a place of want, that we are coming from a place of scarcity. But if we are already there, if we're already working on it, if we're just iterating and moving closer to what it is that we want, then we can come from a place of patience and love and acceptance and openness and joy and fulfillment and contentness now. Happiness is a choice. It's not something that we get, a place that we get to. It's a place that we come from. And I got to tell you, once you decide to be happy, regardless of what's happening around you, regardless of your bank account, regardless of your relationship status, regardless of your job or your promotion or that award, you come from a place of fulfillment. You come from a place of wholeness. And then you do things in the world from that place, and you have the experiences that you have. We're either giving a frustrated, confused, resentful version of ourselves, someone who's waiting to eventually be happy. We're giving that version of ourselves to everyone in our life, or we're giving a version of ourselves who is whole and happy and complete now, who's ready to wake up in the morning and face the day and be able to say, I don't know, but let's see what happens. I'm curious. That's that's where we want to be. That's where we want to come from, not get to. If you need any help with this, if any of this resonates with you, if you want to unravel the hairball of your thinking, your thoughts, remove those Google filters from your brain that's focusing on the things that you don't want, or pushing your happiness and your joy off into the future, reach out. Let's talk. I can help you understand better how to think about these things so that you can be happy now. All right, that's what I have for you, brother. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.